So once you've identified what it is that you long for, let me give you an example. When I first started working with this, which was very recently, I, in meditation, came across this kind of sense of really longing for meaning in my life. I wanted to call it meaning in my life, but when I kind of investigated that a little bit more, I realized, much to my shame or not wishing to kind of necessarily admit to this here, is that there was a kind of a longing for perfection. So that if I had more meaning in my life, it would mean that that somehow I was appreciated for it as well. That my life, in being a meaningful life, was adding to other people's experiences, and in doing so, there would be an appreciation and a love for me, and there would be a kind of a sense that I wouldn't have to be concerned in any way about criticism or people kind of not wanting to be my friend, as an example. I don't think I really thought that, but I'm sure you get the gist of that. And so I went into that feeling of longing, and then I looked for what is it that part of my body really needs in order to feel like it's actually receiving that which is longed for. So in that particular example, what I longed for in order to feel somehow perfect was something of the sacred feminine. To feel like my life had meaning, I wanted to be really connected to the quality of the sacred feminine, which emerged as an image that was a composite of, on an archetypal level, of Mother Mary and maybe this sort of earth goddess being who is wild and vulnerable and passionate and engaged with life. And then in the merging of the two of them, as the essence of that which I longed for in order to feel perfect, I drew that quality in, that archetype, into my body, and in my case it was into my solar plexus and my belly, a little bit up into my heart as well, and I allowed that feeling to radiate into the cells of my body. And in doing so, there was a sense in me of going, actually, now I feel safe, now I feel whole, now I feel fulfilled. And it doesn't have to be something quite so esoteric as that. It can be, for instance, let's go into the longing for a baby, where there's a kind of a sense of trying to have a baby that is unfulfilled and unmet. And then there's a kind of a build-up, maybe it's in the heart, maybe it's in the womb area. I'm projecting here. And you go into that feeling and you go, okay, feeling, what is it that you need in order to actually feel fulfilled? And the feeling is the feeling of needing to connect in with a baby that is silky soft, that smells of infancy and birth, that has windows into their soul, that can gaze at you with unconditional love, that is defenseless and vulnerable, and that there's a sense of really being able to mother, and there's this deep sense of connection and telepathic communication between you. So you go into that, and then instead of drawing the baby into your womb or your heart, you draw something of the essence of the quality of what the baby provides you with, which is maybe a feeling of unconditional love. And that has an archetype that will come to you or be provided by your own inner wisdom. That archetype, that kind of sense of the essence of this fulfillment, you draw into your belly, your heart, wherever it belongs, and you allow it to radiate through and into and beneath and within the cells so that the cells feel satiated. And in doing that, something of the yearning kind of settles. And in settling, there's this capacity then for whatever is longed for to actually have the potential to manifest externally as well. It's not the reason that we're doing it. The reason that we're doing it is to actually just heal the lack that is experienced in the body. Because in healing the lack, we come to a place where we can be present in a way that is very fulfilled. We can be here, be now, belong. So try that out. And I will be doing a guided meditation to lead you through it as well, in order to be able to experience it easily for yourself.